is I bought a bundle, and then I also won 3 packs. So we're gonna open some packs and see what we find. So let's crack it. Germ token, gonna bring that with me. I have another pre-release in a little bit with Row that I'm going to. So I like to bring all the tokens with me that I open just to have the correct ones for the set. Kami of Jealous Thirst. The foils in this set are really nice. This one's a good one. It's a nice mana dump later. You can drain, and then if you're on card draw, you can do it for free, which is nice. There's another Archway of Innovation, second one for me. I played, my first match yesterday was a Simic Eldrazi mirror match. That's the one that I ended up drawing. And they had a Priest of Titania and a couple other elves. So they were putting fatties down before me, at least the first game. And this being uncommon is Unhinged. Old Border Snow-Covered Wastes. I've only pulled 2 of these so far. That is pretty cool looking though. More of those modal lands. Creation of Avacyn. Lethal Takedown. So yeah, every pack has at least one of these landscapes in it, which is pretty nice. That's not too bad. Alright, pack 2. I kind of mixed my victory packs in with my bundle packs. So the whole reason I bought the bundle was to get this power balance for my Narset deck. I like the special art much better than the normal one in the set. Plus it's foil, which is nice. So we're going to be testing that out in cEDH. Coming up here is an Evolution Witness, another elf to go with the Priest of Titania. Not too shabbaroo. Ooh! Eargast, Erupting Nullkite. I'm not sure if I want to try and run that in Dragon. The card draw refilling is kind of nice, and the emerge is interesting. Or I might find another home for it. Let's see. Hey, look at that! Echoes of Eternity. So I pulled 2 of these so far. This one's the standard art. I love the art on this. That'd be a really cool playmat, or sleeves even. It's good. Decree of Justice being an uncommon, also unhinged, right along with Priest of Titania. Really kind of ups the general power level of the limited environment, but it's a ton of fun. Got 3 Mog Fanatics stapled together. Bespoke Battle Wagon, Guardian of the Forgotten. Not bad. This card's a headache to play against. If they're using it as a mana dork, it's less of a threat, but that 1/2 with Death Touch, just hanging out, ready to go. The fact that it goes for colorless or one of any color, pretty good. Soul Ring on a turtle, not bad. This card also, Malevolent Rumble. If you have Graveyard Synergy at all, this is minty. That came in handy several times, being able to cast stuff with 6. Collective Resistance. That's cool art. Shrieking Drake. I love the old art on this. This is fantastic. Ooh, Psychic Frog. That's a good one. Wouldn't mind playing that. And a Pearl Medallion. There we go. I have pulled 4 Ruby Medallions so far. This is my first Pearl Medallion. I could go with getting not medallions. A lot of packs with double rares though, which is quite nice. Planar Genesis also cracked. Really would have loved that yesterday in my pool. There's Collective Resistance. I love when you get the art card and the actual card in the same pack. It's cool to be able to see it a little bit bigger. Landscape Dryad, Rose Comet. Nice, that's a fun one too. Good callback. Alright. Okay, Malevolent Rumble right off off the rip. Interesting pack layout. That one's not bad. This one backwards? Oh, weird. Huh. Okay. Yeah, this one's backwards compared to the other ones. Alright, Rumble. Solid. Spell the unworthy. This card was a giant pain in the ass. Really solid removal. Nobody ever pays for the exile if they don't need to. But being able to combat trick make something a 1/1. Honestly, I got this mostly played in response to me trying to use my punch effects. But solid card all around. Okay. Path of Annihilation. That's pretty good. The Eldrazi spawn really changed the dynamic, especially with this enchantment, where you don't have to sacrifice them. It's so weird that this pack's backwards compared to the other ones. Barbarian Ring's fun. Arena of Glory. Not bad. Yeah, this one's set up more like the regular draft packs. Barbarian Ring's fun. I like that in a limited environment. With these modal lands. There we go. Put these there. That's a weird one. It's my third Arena of Glory. Everything about Modern Horizons is telling me to build some kind of mono red shenanigans. I've got 4 Ruby Medallions, 3 Arena of Glories. This one's set. Okay, interesting. We must be in the play boosters for the bundles. Those are backwards compared to the other ones. Interesting. Love the art for this one. Oh. Dogs barking. Yeah, these low-cost Eldrazi are cool, especially with them being technically colorless. It's a lot of fun. Petrifying Meddler. Expensive, tap down. Yeah. This card's a house, especially if you have some way to put a 1/1 counter on it, especially after it comes back with Persist. There's a lot of fight spells that put 1/1 counters on things. It's nice. Top card. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature, you can reveal it, put it in your hand. That's great. Would have loved that yesterday. 5 mana, 7/5. Hard to go wrong. Brain Surge. A Wombat. Ooh, Urza's Incubator. There's some money. Triple rare pack. Oh my god. Foil Polluty Duty. Oh, this is money. I mean, you're whatever, but that right there is minty. Minty, fresh, and delicious. Let's keep a running tally of what we pulled here. Oh, this is a good one. Alright, almost paid for the buck. Let's see what else we can get lucky with. Alright, solid combat trick. Pick that up if you can. Bringing living weapons back again is a lot of fun. I started playing Magic around the time of Mirrodin Besieged. So these were like a thing as long as I've been playing Magic, and I always love when they reprint them or a variant on them. The 4 Mirrodin was also very fun. Doggone brother. It's good. Repurposers. This card's very good. Good rate for the power and toughness. You get mana along with it, or blockers or whatever. Not bad. Pyretic Rebirth. This is an interesting card. Kind of the fuck. Yeah. Where are we at? We readjust. That's fine. Solar Transformer. Interesting. Good. Great synergy with Eldrazi Spawn in this set, and I really like the art for it from Randy Vargas. Genku Future Shaper. Choose one has been chosen. Okay. Non-token permanent leaves the battlefield. Alright, so you can do some flicker shenanigans with this. This would pair up really well with the blue legendary dog, Felia, from this set. Shiny Turtle. Shiny Mountain. Wow. go. Okay. Hard to get more exciting than an Urza's Incubator and a foil polluted Delta in one pack, but the double-sided tokens are nice too. For the energy reminders. The Bestow sub-theme in this is pretty good too. Had a couple opponents yesterday that were on that, and it causes problems. I love this art. I like when Magic art just kind of gets a little goofy with it. It's got the big crazy like Tex Avery eyes after he gets clocked. Paired up with the flavor text, also delicious. The resounding wallop, the ancient battle between Buzzard and Druid was finally finished, and he's got like a little hot air balloon thing going on that he's holding onto with his left hand. It's just all of it delicious, beautiful composition. We got Cyclops Superconductor. I'm a sucker for Is It. This is fantastic. 3 mana 2/2 with prowess that gives you energy and stuff. Like you can punch with energy after casting some non-creature spells. It's great. The Hunger Tide Rises. This is an interesting one. So you got a bunch of blockers, chump blockers for the first 3, but then you can go and tutor based off the things you sack. So between this and stuff like the Eldrazi Repurposer, you could have 5, 6, 7 little guys to sacrifice. So you could go end up getting a big 7 mana guy pretty easily, I think. Like one of these. You wouldn't be casting it, so that's whatever. But Annihilator 2, 8/4 for 3 mana is pretty good rate. Drowner of Truth again. Nice. Second Psychic Frog. Woo! Alright, Psychic Frog and Kozilek, the Broken Reality. This one's pretty good. The double manifest, unless they've got their deck set up for it, and a foil is it Generatorium. Foils are great on this. Unless they've got their deck set up for it, they are not gonna get the same value out of this. Plus, they're gonna have 2/2s and you're gonna have 5/4s. So that's a minty one. Hope I pull another one of those at my second pre-release today. Next pack. What we got? Oh, nice. That's the Molten Gatekeeper. So that's other impact tremors. Doesn't care about creature color or anything. Alright. Murder for this. But you get some life gain out of it, so that's nice. Infernal Captor. Flavor text on Faithful Watchdog's fantastic. I'm excited for Modern Horizon 6 when we get a legendary dog named Lord Fancy Paws as a callback to this. We'll see how that is in a year or whenever with how many sets they have coming out. Drownyard Lurker. This is a good one, especially if you have Graveyard Recursion. Being able to cycle, get a spawn out of it, and then cast it again from the graveyard is fantastic. Commons out of the way. Creation of Avacyn. It's pretty good. It's a weird, like, 3-turn creature tutor with a little Bolus's Citadel kind of thing going on if it's a creature. It doesn't have to be a creature, though. You could find something else and not lose life equal to it, but this is a good way to cheat out a big guy if you've got small blockers. Propagator Drone. This one's good. If you're going on a Eldrazi Spawn strat, if it heralds the end, it causes problems for your opponents. And for the rare, Woody Footy. Alright, we're at 2 fetches so far. Common pile. Love those full art lands too. Alright, 4 packs left. What else we got? Cooking. Computer be quieter. Alright, Charbug. this is an interesting one. So it's a 4 mana spell, but really it's a 3 mana spell because it's sorcery and you get 1 less for each card you've drawn. But if you have other ways to draw cards, this could potentially be 1 mana. The instant ban and Pauper. If you're on an artifact strat, this is going to be stupid, and you can just keep putting it onto other things, which is nice. There we go. Alright, Null Elemental Blast. Set that one off to the side because I think that will be useful. So yeah, this is interesting design space, right? It's specifically multicolored stuff, so it's a nice cycle continue for the red and blue elemental blasts. I like it. It's going to do things in cEDH, I think. That's most people's commanders, and a lot of people have colorless mana available to them. Guardian of the Forgotten. That one's alright. Weird manifest thing. 4 mana, 4/4 with vigilance is fine. Old Border Unstable Amulet. I think this in the Obnix list captured Kingpin cEDH list is an instant include, but there's a ton of other decks that could use this type of effect where if you're casting from anywhere other than your hand, it's doing 1 damage. And then if you're on an energy theme, you can use this to put things in exile to then cast. That's nice. Abstruse Appropriation. Decent removal spell. Any removal that lets you cast the thing you removed later is it's good. Can't be mad about that. There's a cat token. Undo Not Master. Adventure is a fun mechanic. I like having that on just a card in this set. Okay. To the end of the packs here. What do we got on the back? A Gremlin. I love gremlins, man. It's one of my favorite fake creatures. Alright, Sentry, Inspired Inventor, Inventor's Axe. Yeah. The energy theme's good. Colossal Dread Mask, fantastic. Alright. Love the name of this one. Love the ability. Battle Cry does stack, so if you have those fetch lands out, you could give this double, triple Battle Cry. You could really stack it and, have 3 or 4 of those fetch lands out, and then just crack a bunch. Swinging with a bunch of little guys. Essence Reliquary, great way to keep your stuff safe with Bestow. Bogs you down because you're pulling stuff back to your hand, but not bad. Good. Yeah, gotta love a flash counter on an Eldrazi. Bridgeworks Battle. Victimize. Ooh, buddy. Necro Dominance. This is a fun one. They fixed Necropotence. This is still busted as shit. It's gonna be fun. Put that in the money pile. Fanged Flames. Beautiful foil. And foil planes. That's good. I like that. Okay. 2 more packs. Off the back, there's a zombie. Dog Umbra. This is an interesting one because I think this is the first Umbra armor that is just totem armor, or Umbra armor rather. No other perks other than its flash, and then if it's on somebody else's creature, you lock it down to not be able to attack or block. So it's a pacifism or Umbra armor, depending on where it's pointed, which is nice. Serum Visionary. Gravedig's a fun one. I love Entwine as a mechanic. Plus this is a Gravedigger, right? So you either get the zombie or bring the thing back. You can do both for 4 mana. Pretty nice. Alrighty. Twisted Riddle Keeper. 2 stun counters. Okay, yeah, 8 mana, 5/5 with flying. Not bad. The emerge cost can make that a lot cheaper, and then locking down your opponent's board in the meantime, pretty good. Vexing Bauble's a fun one. I love a Stax piece that you can turn off yourself so that you're not always stuck under it, right? So if you end up having free 99 spells to cast, you can just pay 1, sack it, draw a card, and then go off into your combo. Horrid Shadow Spinner's an interesting one. Glasswing Grace. Annoyed Altasaur. Cascade on a 7-drop. Can't be mad. Disruptor Flute. It's nice. It's a weird Pithing Needle with Flash. The turning off activated abilities is super relevant, making it cost 3 more. So in like a commander setting, you're just preemptively adding commander attacks and possibly shutting down like a Kinnan or something like that. And then in 60 card formats, it's going to turn off your Yawgmoths and Yawgmoths. But it's interesting. 2 mana with Flash, not too bad. Big Foil Boy, full swap. Alright, last pack. Let's see what we got. Not too upset so far, to be honest. Double face card in the back. Okay. Put that there. Galvanic Discharge. Meddler. Beautiful. Some removal. Gotta wing it. Infernal Captor. Twisted Landscape. Conduit Goblin. 2 mana, 2/2. You can give something else +1/+1 haste at the beginning of combat. Not bad. Little haste enabler. We got a Breaker of Creation. And Urza's Cave. This is a fun one. I love a land that finds lands. It's an Urza land that matters for some things. And it's a cave, so there's a lot of synergy from LCI with that. Put that over by Null Elemental Blast as a cool uncommon. Having a removal on a land. Ooh, another Pearl Medallion. Very cool. Alright, what else do we got? And a Flare of Fortitude. Here we go. Put that there. And the last one is a foil Dream Drinker Vampire. So, not too mad about that box in general. Notable hits, the Necrodominance, the Urza's Incubator, Foil Polluted Delta. We got that Ulamog. Where did I put the Ulamog? Kozilek, sorry. Kozilek. That. These are going pretty good. You're a solid pull. Woody Footy. Can't be mad about it. Echoes of Eternity is a very cool one. 2 Pearl Medallions. I guess we're doing something with Boros. Just to build stuff. Psychic Frog's a fun one. Solid pulls, can't be upset. Especially, 3 of those were just packs that I won. So, thanks for hanging out with me while I opened up some stuff. Hopefully that helped you scratch your pack cracking itch. I'll probably have more to add to the end of this after my next pre-release. Speaking of which, I'm gonna get packed up, go grab Ro, and we're gonna just sweep house at the next one. So, bye! Opening a sealed product for Modern Horizons 3, we have got a collector booster box. Fresh in the pack. So we're gonna crack this open and see if we've got anything good. Hopefully. This was not cheap. But so far I've been having very good luck on this set. So fingers crossed. I do like this paper dense packaging. It's kind of nice. So, get that out of the way. I did also get a Flusterstorm with that box, which was cool. Really cool buy a box promo, honestly. It's a pretty useful and in-demand card. And it's nice to see it being handed out with alternate art. So, on to the first pack. Here we go. Oof, shaky. Not opened any collector boosters yet, so I know a lot of foils, but what else can we expect? Sneaky Snacker. I do like this. I like the amount of Dimir Fairy support that there's been recently. Art on this is super cute too. Just eating some like gingerbread folk. This draw third card thing's interesting. What's the best angle here? Inventor's Axe. This one's a lot of fun and limited. The instant attach is good. These landscapes have been really cool too. I'm fully anticipating these to diffuse into every EDH table in the country, in the world. Gotta wing it. I like seeing pseudo affinity on stuff. So like this Adapt 4 ability. It's a 1/1 flyer for 1, which is a pretty good rate, but then if you're playing other artifacts, that can be 1 black to make it into a 5/5 flyer. Pretty easy stuff. Path of Annihilation, nice. Got one of the new Bolt lands that is also land destruction, a little ironic. A foil full art forest. Now we're getting into our old border stuff. Victimize, fun card. Here's a Cursed Marauder. I like Marauder type effects. This is fun at common too. Alright, we got an orange chant. That's fun. It's a 1-person silence. So 1 mana less, which is nice. We can prevent a win attempt if it's a 1v1 format. And then obviously in EDH you're only shutting down 1 person. Sawhorn Nemesis. It's a new Nemesis card. So as it enters, you choose a player. If a source would deal damage to the chosen player or permanent they control, it does double instead. Okay, so it's a doubler effect on a creature. That's fun. Ooh, we got a full art Bloodstained Mire. That's good. We're gonna have to do a fetches count. 1 so far. Nice. Flare of Duplication. These flares are really fun. I'm liking them. Ooh, foil, old border, Necro Dominance. Very cool. And then the double-sided token at the end here. Put that. Oh, let's see. No idea about those two. These are both good. We'll keep the fetches separate. Alright. Good first back. Feeling optimistic. Okay. Watchdog. Love the flavor text on that guy. Jolted Awake. Different Murder. Ooh. This one's a fun one and limited. The Death Touch counter is pretty great also. So it gets Reach, Death Touch, and 1/1, and you untap it. So you can turn anything into a surprise snake. Umbra. Is it Generatorium? Charitable Levy is a really interesting kind of like slow Stax effect. It's got a built-in timer on it, but if you have Graveyard Recursion or multiple copies of this, this is kind of a Talia effect that draws you cards and gets you lands at the end. So that's fun. Swampage. Oh, there's that second copy of Charitable Levy in the old border this time. Marionette Apprentice. Got Fabricate. And then it's a payoff for artifacts leaving the battlefield, which is nice in treasure decks. Oof! Alright, I've been really hoping to pull one of these. It's Gilded Drake again. Gilded Drake for things that cost 4 or less. Otherwise, it's a weird kill spell. It's a 1 in a blue, destroy target creature. Your opponent gets a 3/2 flyer. It's pretty interesting. I like that though. Got a Filigree Racer from the Highlander decks. Interesting. Oh, full art Shifting Woodland. This is a good one. Pulled a foil one of these also. This card's really, really interesting to me. And there's a Polluted Duty. This is good. And my 4th Arena of Glory. This one's foil and full art, which is nice. Hopefully these are sort of useful. The giving it haste to exert is interesting. I run a Narset deck that I'm gonna test drive this in. I was on Hall of the Bandit Lord before, but that feels bad every other turn except when you cast Narset. This one feels like being down 1 mana the turn after is a little annoying, but not too bad, and then the rest of the time it's a mountain. So we'll test it out. You'll see it on the channel. See how it goes. This one's very cool. If you look, that is a Solemn Simulacrum, not the OG art, but the second printing art, I believe, with the big red orb in the middle, and she's got the orb just there. This turtle's ridiculous. It's 3 mana for a Soul Ring with a 1/3 attached to it, which is fun. Landscape. Alright, into the uncommons. Cursed Wombat. Got Pack Rhino. This card's very good. I almost wish it was a common, just for Pauper. Alright. Weird, common, legendary. Sure. Ooh, Tireless Provisioner and an old border. I'll have to set that one aside to run that in a couple decks. Here's a Heargast, Erupting Nullkite. Eldrazi Dragon's a fun type line. Giving all of your creatures a merge is also interesting if you have care about creatures dying or have large expensive creatures. Lazotep Quarry. Okay, so we got kind of a Phyrexian Tower type effect. And then you can sacrifice a desert, exile target creature mana value X from your graveyard. So you can eternalize for X+2. It's interesting. It's a full art Dreamtide Whale. I think this card's gonna do interesting stuff. Mostly just for the second line of text. It being a 7/5 for a 3 is also very cool, but... And another copy of Necrodominance. There's a second Bloodstained Mire. We're doing good. We're doing good so far. It's 2 Bloodstained Mires, 1 foil. Shifting Woodlands, Polluted Duty. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Let's see what we got. No, pack 4? What pack are we on? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. Come on. There we go. Colossal Dreadmask. Fantastic card. Charge Bug. A Corrupted Shapeshifter. There's another Skoa. I have enough of these now. It'd be fun to build a mono red Pauper deck with that guy in there. Arcbound Condor. Modular is a cool mechanic. I'm a big fan. I do also really like this original set watermark for the reprints, in the foil especially. It looks really cool. That's the Boltland. It's nice. And Plains. Brain Surge. I'm mid on this card. It's kind of stapled two brainstorms together. I don't know. It's fine. This card, on the other hand, I think is awesome. Really versatile removal spell, especially because you generate the energy, and if you only need one because you're doing, shooting out an X1, it just turns into an energy generator instead. Chthonian Nightmare. beautiful. That's a good one. Chittering Dispatcher. Devoid Myriad. When it leaves the battlefield, you make a spawn. Okay, that's cute. From the Eldrazi Precon. Which, that thing has been going bonkers. Ooh. Springheart Nantuko in the Frame Break. So this one's interesting, right? This is a newer, hotter Skewed Swarm, I guess. So we've got the landfall ability where you can pay 2 if he's bestowed onto something. Also the the absolute minefield that is this landfall box. But if you're confused on it, it's you can pay 2 if he's bestowed onto something. And if you do, you make a token that's a copy of it. If you don't pay the 2, which will happen anytime he's not attached to something, or if you just elect not to, you make a 1/1 green insect creature instead, which is pretty nice. So this is a good way to take, I don't know, your Nyx Bloom Ancient or Lotus Cobra or whatever, and get a bunch of them every land drop. Oh baby, oh baby, that is so good. So good. Kali of the Vast, I bought that Precon when it first came out, and I remember having so much fun going through like rare binders and stuff, just trying to find the wildest demons and dragons and angels to put in. This is beautiful. I love this. And the old border foil polluty duty. That's nice. The new art for these is also really good. These tokens are beautiful too. Like the foil. A lot of Eldrazi spawn. Not disappointed so far. Alright, let's speed run through these commons and uncommons unless anything interesting or new shows up. This is a 3-drop card in disguise, by the way. It's a sorcery, you draw a card every turn, so it's fun. Landscape. Glimpse the Impossible. Justine Jones is my new favorite Magic artist of all time. They also did all of the like psychedelic rock poster Lord of the Rings cards, and a lot of the AD&D style alternate arts from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Really love their stuff. They've got 2 commons in this set. I would love to see especially like an Eldrazi rare. Oh, this is a fun one. So 3 Mog Fanatics stapled together. We've also seen 3 Llanowar Elves stapled together and 3 Healer's Hawks stapled together. So I enjoy having conversations with people about what the green, or sorry, what the black and the blue ones would be for iconic 1-drop monocolor 1/1 with a thing that can scale pretty fairly. I think MurphTheBerserker is good for blue. Oh, that's money. Kozilek's Unsealing. It's like a $6 uncommon right now. Set that over there. Black one could be like 3 Gravecrawlers stapled together. So black for a 6/3 that you can cast from your graveyard for 3 black. If you control a zombie, could be fun. This landfall ability is cracked. Beautiful plains with the Eldrazi in the background. Old border Marionette Apprentice. This card's also seems very good. I'm excited to see people brew with it, but there's got to be a viable energy deck at this point. Ophiolmancer. It's a fun one. Fun reprint. It's got that reprint watermark too, which is a lot of fun. It's a Broodmate Tyrant. Classic Jundi Commander card. Okay. Profile for Roshin, Roaring Prophet. I don't know, I'm mid on this card. Beautiful art though. Good job, Ivan. You're telling me a windswept that Heath? His old borders are fun. I like the modern stuff more personally, but got nothing against them. A prismatic ending. Beautiful art on that. Exile target non-land permanent, mana value less than the number of colors spent. Yeah. Classic prismatic ending. Token. Interesting. Okay. Onwards. We simply mustn't stop. Alright. Serum Vision stapled to a guy. Got a landscape. Come on, focus. Yeah. Wither and bloom. More landscape. Come on. Now, another several dollar uncommon. This is going to be an EDH staple forever, because a lot of people's commanders are multicolor, and a lot of people run Soul Ring. That goes over with Kozilek's Unsealing. More expensive than some of the rares in the set. Angel of the Ruins, classic. These commander cards coming into Modern are interesting. Talking about the Angel of Ruins there. I think it'll be fun. I'm a big Canadian Highlander fan. This is probably my favorite Eldrazi land. Look at that guy. The tentacle hair in the background. It does weird stuff in Canlander, and I think it'll do weird stuff in Modern. Anytime that you put a card that was scaled for 4v, or, 4-person free-for-all, and put it in a 1v1 environment, it does weird stuff. Alright, another Roshin. What is going on there? There's like some stuff in the pack. Oh, that's interesting. Gross. I'll set that off to the side. That's really fascinating. Okay. It's a fun way to get some of the commander cards. I have the decks coming as well. Trample, Haste, Annihilator one's good. 7 mana is not. It's a 7/2, which is like that ETB where you're kind of grabbing one of everybody. And it's on cast also, so even if this gets countered, you still get that creature stealing effect. Winter Moon. This is fun. I like this card a lot. Just shuts down 5-color piles immediately. Friendly Stasis Orb, I guess. Beautiful art. Ooh, we got the Frame Break Flare of Malice. I like the flares. I was a little iffy on them at first, but I'm coming around. This one's a pretty good effect to get for free. Especially if you have like a Gravecaller that you could just cast again for 1 mana. 2 Winter Moons in 1 pack, and one of them's foil. I'm here for it. It's right next to each other. Okay, here we go. Coming up on the halfway point. Nothing insane so far, but it's been consistent value, so I'm not upset about it. And you know what? I'm getting kind of tired of holding this up, so we're gonna see what we can do to just zoom in. Can I zoom more? I could bring the camera down. That's pretty good. Don't have to hold it up anymore at the very least. So, brood scale. Okay, Hex Gold Slith. Tempest Harvester. Love this art, it's really fucking funny. And this, I want to play meta that so bad. Abiding Grace. It's an interesting card. Metastatic Evangel. I like all of this kind of holdover Phyrexian stuff that's just sort of in the backdrop now. Sowing Mycospawn. It's interesting. It's a utility card. Nothing too crazy. Siege Gang Lieutenant. Lieutenant cards are a lot of fun in Commander, kind of whatever. Crabomination. Clearly meant to be a limited bomb. Kind of whatever. Otherwise, exiling the top card of someone else's library. Card at random from their graveyards, interesting, and from their hand. You only get to cast a spell from among them, so it's kind of like, alright, mill one, we'll gamble on the rest, see how it goes. This one I think is going to get cracked at some point. I'm not really sure the best way to go about it, but I'm sure that there's a way to really get things going. Good to see Eldamri again. There we go. Got a foil frame break, flare denial. First flare denial I've gotten. People are a little mid on this because it's just a cancel if you don't have a thing to sacrifice. But if you do, it's a free cancel. So I don't know. I think that's pretty good. Servo. No dirty cards in that pack. Here we go. Halfway pack. Ooh. Okay, Nightshade Dryad. Good Mana Dork. Gravedigger. Well, Gravedig, but it's basically Gravedigger. Twisted. Oop. Missed one. It was a refurbished familiar. These story sagas with the flipwalkers are good. I pulled a Tammy out in a second pre-release that I did, and it does interesting stuff. I think that's a good commander. I think it's not really going to do much in Modern, but I might be very, very wrong. I have been before. And a Swamp. Alright, another Meltdown, whatever. Evolution Witness is fun. Getting permanents back. Another Polluted Delta, very cool. Azlask, the Swelling Scourge. Now this one, I'm excited about. more so than the Face Commander for the Eldrazi one. Mostly because you can build a 5-color experience deck now, which I'm 1000% going to do. I also love that he's got his little hands up there. Just, but that Wooburg to give the +X and indestructible until end of turn, which is good, and then all of your Scions and Spawns could Annihilator 1. They do not have to be Eldrazi's, just Scions or Spawns. So yes, your Maskwood Nexus naming Spawn takes care of that. And there's a handful of other cards that make Spawns too. That's a fun one. Framebreak Pearl Medallion. Very cool. Wow, this fucking pack in the alternate art department. Goodness. So Johnny Nicodle Pariah. I'm just going to keep these here as a running tally. This one's pretty good. ETB, it's 2 mana for a 1/2 and a 2/1. Not too bad. And then you just need to find a way to kill that cat, which is his brother in the background there. And then, what's under that? Ooh. Okay, we're gonna, hold on. Then on the back side, you got kind of a callback to early a Johnny, like a Johnny Vengeant, where he's Boros colors. But being able to pump each cat you control is great. Making cats for no loyalty is good. And if you have another red permanent, he zaps another target, any target, for the number of creatures that you have. So if you're going doing like Go Wide Boros with this, that's going to be pretty powerful. And then that -4 is kind of a standalone effect. You pick one of each thing, kill the rest. It's beautiful art. Here's a foil Framebreak Echoes of Eternity. That can go with Azlask, no problem. And last card there. So these were all in one pack. Wow. Let's get this arranged. What's that? And then this. All in one pack. Bonkers. Well, let's see what else we can get, huh? Okay, we are in the second half of things. There's a Repurposer. Gonna be hot on that card forever. I'm bummed that this wasn't a cycle in this set. Just one off. Hey, here's the Thraben Charm. Get other monocolor charms from different planes that were also... No, just the Thraben one. Which is good, but I like cycles. Instant, common, draw 3 for 5 mana with upside. It's nuts. And most importantly, no red Elemental Blast against that. If that comes up in formats to play in. Splody Goblin... Reiterating Bolt. Replicate cost being an energy is very interesting. This can come out of nowhere. It is only target creature or planeswalker, which sucks, but could be interesting. New Horror. Lots of meltdowns. There's an island. Snow-covered wastes. Who's it for? I don't know. We got them now. Basic snow land that taps for a colorless. They're very uncommon though, so we're going to add that to the pile of unsealing and elemental blasts. I love Hard Evidence. This is cool new art for Hard Evidence. Got a big old coconut crab over there. I don't know. Crab Investigate. Gotta love it. Alright, Argentius. People are only going to use this on their own stuff. It's 2 mana, draw 2 cards in white. And it's just a non-land permanent, so it's going to be a token. If you're doing anything with clues, get a clue, and then instead of paying the 2 to crack the clue, you pay the 2 to exile the clue and draw 2 instead of 1. I think that'll be good. And then I guess in a pinch, you can use that on other people's stuff, but probably won't. Face Commander from the Graveyard Overdrive deck. Really niche. Weird choices. But seems cool. The making Tormagoyf tokens is really... The top bit of text is kind of... whatever. Okay. The profile art in this set was really, really nice. Pearlier's a fun card, too. It's Old Border Imskir Iron Eater. It's Bosch, but with black. And there is a full art, or I guess expanded frame Bloodstained Mire and foil. Liking that. And Servo token. Okay. Hard to come back from having 4 alternate arts in one pack that are actually decent. Okay. Lurker. Mandibular Hellkite. Living weapons, very fun mechanic. Got some expanding ooze here. 2/1 lifelink and limited is always good, and it can get bigger, which is nice. Give it menace the turn it's about to become useless. This card, I have Ro, who's also on the channel, has a Beanstalkers list for Canlander, so it's all about things that are 5 or more. And I think they're slotting this in directly because, yikes, that does a lot. And if you're doing anything big green, being able to give stuff Cascade that's big enough is delicious. And Discover, which is fixed Cascade, so it never really feels bad. You know, it if you don't want to cast it, then you just put it in your hand, which is nice. Wonder what that's going for. Might set that off to the side as well. Wastegates Battle Mage, multi-kicker. Well, not multi-kicker, 2-kicker. So you can either hate out an artifact or bounce a creature, which is nice utility on a 2-drop. Territory color is interesting. I played a couple of games against it, and yeah, you get a lot of advantage off of it. Just lets you fish for creatures. Who doesn't like it? Beautiful mountain. Alright, Aether Spike. I have trouble assessing this card. Anytime you see a counterspell unlimited, it's a trap, unless you get really, really lucky. But being able to have this kind of be a mana leak, if you've got the energy support, is pretty good. Munitions Expert. That's really weird looking. I like it. The gold old border, weird little witch hat. Another pearl medallion, this time foil. Not as pretty as this one, but they can hang out still. Tormagoyf Nest. This is a fascinating enchantment. I have a Myco Tyrant deck that's kind of casual plus, not quite crazy, but I think I'm going to slot this into that deck. It does a lot, especially if you have a bunch of stuff in the graveyard. Emperor of Bones. This gets the award for most metal card in the set, although Crabomination is pretty close. The timing for that adapt, and then also this his second ability doesn't care about adapting, it cares about 1/1 counters, so he's got a way to naturally put 1/1 counters in. Then you can also pair him up with the Black Slith in this set to pull counters off, or if you're in like an Orzhov shell and you've got a Luminarch at sprint, you could just every turn like do his trigger first and then the aspirant, and then you're just going back and forth. I think it's good. Full art Archway of Innovation, followed up by Ashling Flame Dancer. So not losing unspent red as phases end is very interesting, and Magecraft is a beautiful ability. So this one's just looking up to 3, it doesn't have a 3+, but the loot is great. Second time, you get to shock each opponent and each creature they control, also great. And then third spell, so if you cast Storm Count 3 and cast something, you get a refund of 4 red mana on that, which you can just bank for later, which is awesome. Archway of Innovation, I think, is going to be like a pseudo Tolarian Academy. It's where it's going to fit in. So you tap this, and you have 2 lands basically. So this is another land, and then you end up tapping a bunch of your dumb artifacts, treasure tokens or whatever, to help pay for a spell. But you give anything improvised, which is nice. So put that in lands. Ashling, I don't know the value on, so we'll see. And then probably should do a cumulative value at the end of this, but I don't know if I will, because that's a lot of work. Alright, Malevolent Rumble. I like this. I think this is going to be a good pauper card. 2-drop to filter in the top, and you get stuff in the graveyard also. How could it possibly go wrong? Cyclops, Superconductor, Area Auxiliary. Oh god, stuck together a little bit. Conduit Goblin, Static Prison, Deep Analysis. Conduit Goblin's neat, but this guy, if you don't have any other energy support, it's basically just lock something up for 2 turns, but it's target non-land permanent. So early game, this is a tempo piece. Late game, you know, they put their bomb down or whatever, and you just lock it up for a couple turns and hopefully pull a win out of your ass. But I think it's got really cool art too. I think it's interesting. Deep Analysis with the Nicol Bolas art, with the correct flavor text for the Nicol Bolas art, which is nice, because I think that, what printing was that? There was a printing where it had the Manticore flavor text, but Nicol Bolas art. Drowner of Truth. All of these modal dual face lands are fantastic, and I'm working on a no lands, all lands brew. Just gonna be great, I hope. Abusing Charbelcher. Another Old Border Hard Evidence. Ooh, full art foil snow-covered wastes. That's beautiful. I like that a lot. Again, don't know who it's for, but hell yes. Okay, I've pulled 3 of these now. This is the best 2-drop mana dork ever. Because 2 mana, you get a 1/4, which is ain't getting bowmastered, ain't getting nothing. It's non-legendary, love it. Tap for a green, it's fine. Good value on the stat line already. Now, as soon as you have something power 4 or greater, taps for 4 green. So that scales really fast. Just for like recent cards that have come out, there's Pugnacious Hammerskull, which is 2 and a green for a 6/4 that gets a stun counter if it attacks without another dinosaur. Don't need to attack with it at all. Topiary Stomper. Bunch of dumb, cheap green dinosaurs turn this into a 2 mana taps for 4 the turn after it comes down. So if you hit your land drops on curve, you've got 4 mana plus whatever dinosaur you just cast on turn 3, and then 8 mana on turn 4. Beautiful. Disgusting. I love it. Foil. Angelic Aberration. It's another one of the commander cards. What do we got here? Devoying Fire, yeah. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice any number of creatures with base power or toughness 1 or less. Create that many 4/4 angels, colorless Eldrazi angels with flying and vigilance. So yeah, this is a way to turn your all of your scions and spawn into a bunch of 4/4 flyers. It's a good late game bomb, I think, if you're building for it. Really, this could go in any white go wide strategy. It's a neat card. I like it. Interesting design space. It's under here. Beautiful. Lelia the Blade Reforged. That's a fun one, especially with the Discoverer Cascade. I keep on going back and forth on including her in my Joda the Unifier list that I run. I should probably just keep her in, because every time you exile into stuff, she just gets fucking huge. Maybe now that I have pretty art, I'll just feel obliged to. Oh, beautiful. Probably, I don't know. The white one's kind of mid. 4 for that effect is bad. But white is probably the color you're most likely to have dudes to sack for this. So not being able to have your life total change, permanents get hexproof and indestructible, so you sack one guy to weather a board wipe. Not too bad, I guess. 4 mana to weather a board wipe or avoid being laser beamed to death by someone's infinite damage combo is fine, I guess. Free, it's good, but you gotta have the guy to sacrifice. Yes! Yes! I'm building Nadu for cEDH. Having the foil profile art for this card is deeply satisfying. It's no serialized Eldrazi, but I'll fucking take it. And let's see, last one. Beautiful tokens. Love my stupid little walking booger Phyrexian germs. Okay. Last pack. This is where all the good shit is, right? Actually, the pack fantastic. Not upset about anything. Good stuff all around. Alright. Aether Spike, we already talked about. Infernal Captor. Exploit on red. Fun. It's got another thieving effect on it. And is it just me, or are all the commons like that, or is this kind of... No, they aren't. The black layers offset a little bit. Oh, it's really hard to see. If I bring it up, it's not going to be in focus. I'll take a better picture and stitch it in, but the black layer is a little off. It's like more of a white halo around the set symbol. I'd be curious to see if everything else... Yeah! Oh, cool. This whole pack's kind of like slightly misprinted. Everything's shifted that way a little bit. All of the black stuff anyways. Alright. Set these off to the side just in case. Inspired Inventor. I love me a toolbox card with a bunch of modes that you can pick from. Very tutorable, blinkable, getting energy, getting servos. You gotta love it. Landscape. Amped Raptor with his little claws. 2/1 first strike for 2 is beautiful. It's baked in. Love it. That does a lot of work. Having a kind of a Chaos Warp effect stapled on as well. Pretty good, especially if you're doing red aggro and you can probably afford that off the 2 energy. Ideally, you, I don't know, turn 1 Galvanic Blast, killed a Bird of Paradise, and now you've got 4 energy to play around with. Hit a dragon or something. And it's hard to tell. Yeah, it looks like just the commons had the weird off-printing. We'll see. I'll compare them after. Decree of Justice being an uncommon is insane. And a swamp. I'm gonna do a little statistical analysis on, by which I mean just lay out all of the full art lands that I got. But Darcy, love to see her. Beautiful in the old frame. Yeah, this art is goofy. It's not bad, but it's definitely goofy. It's like a bunch of him there, and then like, and he wakes up. Cool 1-mana white reanimation spell, though. And again, the neat thing about all of these, one, this has cycling baked in, which is great. But the neat thing about all of them is they're energy dependent. So if you have other sources of energy, this is a 1-mana get a 5-drop back. Potentially. High ceiling on these cards. Okay. Second Flipwalker. Sorin of House Markov. It's 2's 1/4 lifelink and extort. Extort's fun. And then he's kind of food based. So you could get the extort to get you up to 3 life, but if you're doing any kind of food token synergy, it's going to be a lot easier. So he flips out. We're going to get a preview at what's under him. Localized Destruction. So still has extort on the other side, which is actually nice. I like that. +2 to get a food token. We got a -1 to deal damage equal to the amount of life you've gained to any target, so you can kind of cycle that around. And then -6 to gain control of a creature, make it a vampire, put a lifelink counter on it if you control a white permanent other than that creature or Sorin. So you can't steal a white creature to satisfy it, but if you have some like black-white vampire tokens kicking around, easy peasy. This pay structure is also how original Oko should have been formatted. Wouldn't have been nearly as busted, but well, this is not too bad. Like that. Alrighty. Localized Destruction. It's 5-drop. You get 1 energy. Then you can pay 1 or more energy. If you do, each creature you control with power equal to the amount of energy paid gains indestructible until end of turn. This is a way to pop, what's this like? Fortunate Few, I think? There's one where you, like, everything 3 or less is safe. It's got a long lineage of white, asymmetrical board wipes that keep your weenies alive. It's fine. Interesting for a commander. Alright, got full art, or extended art, Ripples of Undeath. So I didn't see it at first, but this is basically just a black kind of Sylvan library. It's another one that I want to put in my Myco Tyrant deck just to spice things up a little bit. Guaranteed mill every turn is very good. I can't even be upset at the last pack now. Old Border Subtlety. Man, that's really pretty. I like Subtlety. It's an interesting one. Very difficult to counter spell. It's only for creatures that are planeswalkers, but the fact that it kind of remans it instead of actually countering it is neat. I don't know. That's awesome. Okay. Beautiful. Let's get the token out of there. Servo Bird. Wow. This is the first reprint of Phyrexian Tower, I believe. And that is a full art foil Phyrexian Tower. Like I was talking about with what was the other land that I got? The Lazatep Quarry or whatever. Let's pile did I put it in? Just want to make sure that when I said it was kind of like a Phyrexian tower, I wasn't just talking. I mean, I was talking out of my ass, but I try and be halfway correct when I talk out of my ass. There we go. Lots of temporary. So this is sack a creature, get 2 black. This is sack a creature, get 1 mana of any color. You know, close, right? Clearly better. It's a soul land. They both tap for a colorless. This has some other utility afterwards, but I mean, they would both be very happy in the same types of decks. Beautiful last pull to go out on. Gonna take a second to organize all the goodies. Okay, here's the full spread from the collector's box. We'll do a quick rundown. Statistically unlikely spread of fetches. I got 3 Bloodstained Mires, 3 Polluted Deltas. Each, for the Polluted Deltas, I got each art style, I guess. The new art there is great. 1 foil Bloodstained Mire is pretty good. I got 3 of the new Czech monocolor lands and 1 little lonely Windswept Heath. Have these split up by these are all the commander cards. These are the profile legendaries, standard art treatment here, old border. Oh shit, oh fuck, I've ruined everything. This is the expanded art, 1 special guest card, that was all. And then these are all the frame break stuff, so pretty good spread overall, not too upset about it, honestly. All of these have a home and stuff that I will play. So thanks for listening to me ramble. This will be tacked on to my other card opening that I did, and then you can expect to see some new cEDH and Canlander content coming out from us in the next handful of weeks. Good luck on your polls, and I hope everyone has a beautiful week.